Hello and welcome back to goldstocktrades.com. Today we have a new guest with us, Jim Decker, Director of Rainbow Resources. Rainbow can be traded as RBW on the Venture Exchange. Thanks, Jim, for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
Jim, can you give us a little introduction to the Rainbow story?
Yes, the company was started approximately 2 years ago by Brian Murray out of Toronto, and he asked me to be a director of the company. Initially, we started out with some gold exploration properties in northwestern Ontario in the Red Lake region, and the properties turned out to not be particularly interesting mining-wise, and so we started searching around for other possibilities, and I was able to find the Braveheart claims in the Caslo area, predominantly the international property, which is high-grade silver and lead. And so we made a deal to take over Braveheart Resources on a one-for-one share swap basis, and that brought the Braveheart silver-lead properties into the company, along with the main one being the international property.
Jim, let's talk about the international property. Recently, there's been a lot of interest in this silver property, the international property in British Columbia and the West Kootenays. Can you give us some insight into why there's so much interest into this international property?
Yeah, basically the main reason it's very high grade. The property, some of the highest samples of silver that have been found on it are in the range of 30 plus ounces per ton and up to 70% lead, which translates into very, very high grade. And it's been known for many years. The thing driving it, of course, is the price of silver. These properties have been known for some time, and actual hand mining had been carried out from time to time over the last 70, 80 years. But always the thing holding it back was the price of the commodities, lead and silver. Those prices were depressed tremendously up till the last, say, 5 years. And so that's why the interest is there now. It's because of the high grade and the high prices.
You know, around the world, we're seeing a lot of the silver production. There's a rise of resource nationalism in Peru and Argentina and Bolivia. Can you tell us what it's like operating and exploring in British Columbia and the West Kootenays?
Much less complicated. The mining industry in British Columbia has been well established for many years, and while their rules and regulations are very stringent, they make sure that they do a good job of it. And once you've covered off all the regulatory requirements, the work permits come into play, and you're free to do logical exploration. And it's been a slow process, very methodical, but very, very complete as well. So once you've got your permits in place, it's clear sailing. The province is very supportive to good mining projects.
Jim, tell us about some of your other projects in Nevada and in the Slocan Valley, the flake graphite potential there.
Okay, starting with Nevada, we've picked up a property down there called Jewel Ridge, which is in the same area as Barrick's Ruby Hill property. It is a former gold producer and basically shut down when gold prices were very depressed, let's say in the $300 an ounce range or even less. So we believe there is still gold on the property. We have plans to go down there in the fall when the winter season shuts us down in British Columbia. We'll get after doing work there. As far as the graphite property is concerned, we have picked up several strategic claims or concessions all around Eagle Graphite, which to my knowledge is the only producing graphite mine in Canada. And we have some interesting showings that we've sampled and are following up on in the next, the very near future here.
Well, thank you, Jim, for joining us today and giving us an introduction into the Rainbow story.
You're very welcome, sir. Anytime.